Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Building a House here in Ghana. If it is your first time here, my name is Gigo, and today, we are back at some land deals, which we have here at Gigo Production Group, right? So, if you've been following us for some time now, you know that, or let me say, if you've been following us, since the beginning of the year, I did state that I will be looking for some land deals, like acres, and then, people will come together to buy, one plot or half plot and develop it as a community. So this was my first, I would say project for the year, which was 2025 in January, and God being so good, the response has been so positive. We've already have one client that we've done the foundation works already. As we are talking now, the block works are going on, right? So today we have Nathan on site. So today's episode is we having our architect here on site because our first 1 acre is already gone. It is sold out. It's gone, and the owner, we are expanding. Like I said, the owner bought in acres, right? A lot of plots, but I want to tackle it 1 acre at a time, right? So the first acre is already gone. Which you can see the first buyer has already done his foundation. The land is peaceful. There's nothing wrong, no fights. No langars. The owner can testify himself that no langars come around during the construction. And everything is moving on smoothly, right? So we have Nathan. The reason why we have Nathan on site is because we already have two clients that came, to purchase 2 plots, right? So then, which is going to be the next plot we see right on your right side. So we have Madam J, that's Madam J's plot, and then this one you see is for Mr. Sheriff, right? So Nathan is designing their structures for them. As we said, it's less than 5 minutes drive to the sea. So we are looking at, investment projects, coming up here in Prampram over there. So it is, to me, I sell this land for investment purposes, but if you want to use it for your personal homes and stuff, because Prampram is a vacation location, right, where people are making so much money in Prampram, like with rentals, right? With rentals, people are making so much money here, and the lands are finished. If someone is telling you that a person is selling a land for you in Prampram, it's not in a Prampram township. I can tell you for that for sure. It's somewhere Chopoli, or it's far away from the Prampram main town itself, right? Because Prampram land is sold out. Trust me, you only get one plot, here and there, but to get an acre like this to buy in Prampram, yeah, you won't get, because most of the land are all kind of sold out. So back to today's video, Nathan is here to take measurements, for the client to design their structures. Madam J is looking at apartment, right? Multiple floors apartment, and Mr. Sheriff is also looking at duplex, right? 2, maybe 3 bedroom house, each side, half plot. The foundation you see there is a half plot, right? So we sold a half plot for, our Mr. from the UK. I don't want to mention their names, who is from the UK. So that's his foundation, and he's building his home. He needs a place to rest, and that is also my motive here, that I want everybody to at least own something back home. That's why I target an acre, and then I can divide it into half plots, because the owners are not going to sell half plot to you, to individuals. That's why I target an acre, and then I give out half plots, so that the young ones are there who maybe because of one or two reasons they don't want to spend so much money to buy lands and do some development, but I want them to at least have something back home, just in case, right? They have something to lean on. The price of land will never go down, it always goes up. So just in case in the future, they don't want to come back home, they can still make profit from these small land deals that I'm trying to put out here, for people to invest in, right? So I mean, this is the plan here, and this is what the video is up to. So I mean, like I said, the land, the 1 acre is already gone, and we are looking at expanding, right? Because like as you can see, the whole area is more than 1 acre. The land, we have is more than 1 acre, but I said I'm tackling it one at a time. So the first acre is gone. We are releasing the next 2 plots, right? Which I mean, there's already some clients already in there who are talking about it, right? There's, so let's see how that part will also, go. I mean, development is moving on so fast in this community. If you saw the first video I uploaded, right? This house, I mean, the fence wall wasn't there, right? You can see the neighbor is also making another fence wall. The structures here is amazing. I mean, it's going faster, right? It's going faster, right? So I mean, this brings us to what we are planning, right? So as we said, so I mean, there are houses all around the places. It's just that, like I said, the reason why you see this land empty, if you watch my previous video, the first episode, I did mention that the whole surrounding around this plot is developed. It is only this portion in the middle, right, which is not developed. And that is because these are a group of people that came together. So that is Shy Hills for you. So the mountain structure you see is Shy Hills. So if you have a structure here, you can see Shy Hills. I mean, if you go multiple floors, you can even see the sea, right? So the reason why you see that this place is not developed, is bushy, and our surrounding is developed because a group of people came together to buy this piece of land, right? These acres. They waited for the place to develop, and then they are now selling their land, right? And they have their prices, right? You can see there's electricity there, there's water also there. I mean, it is close to Prampram Waterworks, right? I mean, at the NDC container, you get to that place, you just branch. I mean, this is just to give you an idea if you are someone who is around Prampram. So you can see the surrounding is developed. You can see the fence wall, they all have the same height. This tells you that these are a group of people that came together. Friends, they came together, they bought this land, and they just waited, right? They just wait, and they are ready to sell it, piece by piece, because, I mean, the place is already developed. I mean, if they don't do something, I mean, it doesn't beautify the community, so they are here to put it out for sale, all right? So then this brings me to, what is upcoming with G.P.G Production Group, where we own, a lot of acres of land that we want to also develop, like what we just saw, right? Which is like a group of people coming together, getting some piece of land and then selling it out there, right? So, I mean, I've posted this video before. This was already last year where, we have, I mean, I don't want to put out the acres, but it is a lot of acres that we are putting, we have, right? And the plan is that we also have development. We also want to build an estate for ourselves, which is in the pipeline. But as it stands now, I mean, I am running a channel here where I want to build for people to have peace of mind. So we are creating a community which is outside of, the city, right? So this is Ahiam, right? Which is in Ningo, Prampram, Old Ningo, Prampram, right? So there's a main road here that leads all the way to Chopoli, the Chopoli Junction, right? So if you get to Chopoli Junction and you take on your right going to Ningo Prampram, there's a road street. It comes all the way to this place. So there's a highway. I would say in the future there's going to be a highway which leads from Chopoli to this place, right? So I mean, the reason I'm putting out this video again is what I have seen happening in Prampram, right? All the way, I mean, the land construction, I've posted it, the extra road that they are constructing by the beach side, I've also put that there. If you go to my playlist called the Buying Land, you see all those things, the development which is coming. I mean, I did talk about that like 3 years ago before they even started with the beach road that they are constructing. I mean, I had the videos, everything there before it started. And I'm telling you, something big is happening around, I would say, Prampram, right? I mean, if I say Prampram, people always think the Prampram Township, but I would say Dowenya to Tripoli, right? That stretch, the Central University, I mean, one of the biggest real estate companies in Ghana. I mean, they develop Temacom to 25. If you know the estate, you know what I'm talking about. They made Dawenya to have that shift where, like, I mean, they came to build the biggest estate company there, and they are now selling land at Central University, just 1 minute drive from Central University. I mean, if you're in Ghana, you see the posters around. I mean, you can also see that we have electricity, we have high tensions at the place. So electricity is already at the land, right? This is the beauty of Prampram. Light in the bushes. There's light and water in the bushes, right? So back to what I was saying, this is what I saw when I was driving around Tema, Accra. I mean, anywhere you drive in the capital city, you see that poster that this real estate company is selling land next to the Central University. And this company developed Temacom 25. When they start developing Temacom 25, that's when everybody started moving to Temacom 25. And if they are doing something next to the Central University, that tells you what is coming at that place, right? Not even talking about affordable housing, which will be renovated and start running. And I mean, I don't want to say too much here, but this is a business opportunity for investors. That I'm not saying you should necessarily buy the land that we are putting out here, but just look at, if you want to do investment, please look at Tripoli and also Ningo, Old Ningo, because there's a shift happening. The road construction is not just the only development which is coming. There's massive shift coming in. I mean, Dawenya is already developed, so I won't put Dawenya in this. I will say Tripoli, from the Prampram junction going all the way to Dawa. That's where you are supposed to pay attention. If you have a genuine land there, just buy it, right? But this plot of land that we are watching now, I mean, is also the same distance to the sea, 7 minutes or 5 minutes drive to Old Ningo, to the sea, right? So you are in between, Tripoli and Old Ningo, right? So we want to put out some of this land here for individuals to create their own community, as I said, as we did with the other land that you just saw. We are trying to take maybe 5 acres for now and give it out for individuals to come and develop a community, just as you saw earlier in the footage, right? So, you can come and buy one plot, right? Or you can come to buy maybe an acre, 2 acres, but you have to make it clear to us, right? Because we have a lot of, the lands are a lot, and we want to divide them into sections, right? Those that wants to invest, they want to buy and hold. We have a portion where we will take you to, where those places is going to be just like what you saw, where you can see the demarcation of the lands, and people are building, but then you can still see that the land is still secured. And those that wants to 1 plot, 2 plot, we also know where to put you, so that it becomes a nice community. Not that you will be building and then your neighbor has like 1 acre and he's not doing anything on it, right? So that when the development starts, we don't want to be having holes, empty lands, single lands around. So if you let us know what you want to use the land for, then we know where to position you. So because we want to create a community, we are also planning our own development, which is coming, right? When we start, the price will start to go high. I don't want to put out the price here because of the dollar rate, what is happening with the Ghana cedi and the dollar rate now, but it is affordable. If you watch my previous video, I mentioned the price there, but that was like 6 months ago. So there's going to be an update, right? There's going to be a current update of the prices, and I can promise you it's not going to be the same price anytime, right? So the guy you're seeing there is an investor who is buying a lot of acres, right? He came to buy a lot of acres, hold as investment. These are the same guys that they buy in Dawenya, Prampram. Those days they buy and hold, right? So just in case you're also looking for something close to the beach, 200 meters away from the beach itself. I mean, we also have a plot of land there right now for sale. I mean, it is limited, right? The owner also bought, the same as before. As I mean, this is the same pattern people do, right? They see the opportunity like this, they buy in acres, and then they wait for the development to come. That is what I'm trying to push out here, right? These are things that are working. I mean, I grew up in Tema, so I saw Temakom 25 coming up. I mean, I saw Dowenya, I saw Afienya, I saw Prampram, right? I saw how it was, right? And I'm seeing what is happening and what is coming. That's why I'm here pushing all these investment deals out there for people who are interested to invest in Ghana, right? Whether you want to be by the beach side or you want somewhere, which is a little bit further from the beach, or you want to be, somewhere, right? A cool place by the lakeside or whatever, right? So, I mean, if you want the property by the beach side, I mean, it is limited land. We only have 2 plots which the owner wants to put for sale. Buying a half plot is also possible, and the rest is going to be a development that the owner wants to, develop the houses which you just saw the 3D to develop and then sell. If you want to know more about it, if you go to my playlist called The Turtle Nest, that is Madhasa Ghana Limited. That is the playlist name. You find all those details right there, right? So back to the subject for the day. I mean, it's all about you buying and holding, or buying to develop, an estate, community, or just building your dream house to live in peacefully, right? So any angle, we are here to help you and guide you, right? So if you are interested and you want to know more about all of these details, if you send me an email or you WhatsApp me, I can take you through the process, direct you to the right people that will lead you, and then we get things done, right? I mean, the channel is here. I will come back to update you what is happening, right? But maybe the prices might not be the same, right? So that's why if you have the opportunity now, I will urge you to jump on board so that we move together, right? So then I think this brings us to the end of today's episode. I really do appreciate your time spent here on the channel. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I will see you in my next episode. Like do we